the document multiple times. All right. So anyway, at the end of this session, remind me to tell you a story, which I'll probably tell you later. So at the moment, let's go ahead. So what is cyclical writing technique? So when you are doing your writing work, technical writing work, so obviously there are a number of activities there, right? And if you have done the TechnoWrites course, you are also aware of the looping reviewing technique, wherein I mentioned that there are too many things to check in a manual, which you cannot check, if you go through it once from beginning to end. And you can say, yes, I've looked at the screenshots also, I've looked at their sizes also, I've looked at figure captions also, I've looked at table captions, table alignment, table sizes, page breaks, I've looked at spellings, I've looked at grammar, I've looked at parallelism, I've looked at missing full stops, I've looked at double spaces and so on. So checking all these things in one go is practically not possible. And that's why we get into what we call as the looping technique, right? So I'll just open that document for you. So maybe you'll be able to see it. It's a part of our advanced, not advanced, additional training material, I guess. So if you have not already seen it, maybe you should see this document. It should be there with you. If it is not, let me know. I can send you those pages. Is there a lot of background noise at my end? I hope not.
Not much, sir.
Okay. Yeah, in fact, it's not a part of additional reference material. It's a part of article for revision booklet. So I hope you guys are able to see this booklet now that I am sharing.
Yes, sir. Article for revision.
Yeah. मेरे बैकग्राउंड में कोई कोयल बैठी है, वो उसका चालू है पुटर 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 पुटर. So there's a koel whistling in the background. So that's not a music that I am hearing on my iPad. Okay. So can you see this article for revision booklet? Right. So I think all of you have gone through it enough number of times, but let me mention this. So this is a diagram that I wanted to specifically show. So this is what we call as the looping review, correct? So what is a looping review? In a big document, if you go from beginning to end, and then you are expected to check 20 things or 25 things, you probably will not be able to check them at a time, correct? So while you are checking one, you'll probably miss out on the other, and so on, right? And while let's say you shift from one type of mistake, so let's say you are checking spelling, suddenly you see a missing caption, then you try to insert the caption, then you forget the spelling check, you get into missing captions and resizing screenshots, and then maybe while you are resizing screenshots, you will see misalignment of table. So then you go and correct the misalignment of table. Now suddenly you see a bulleted list with something missing or alignment mistake. So you get into a bulleted list. Now suddenly you see a spelling mistake and whatever. So overall the process goes extremely haphazard when you are reviewing it. And in a long document, it's practically impossible that at the end of, so let's say you started from first page and you go to the last page, 200th page, it's practically impossible that on the last page you can say confidently that yes, I have checked each and everything in this. It's practically impossible to say that, isn't it? At the same time, maybe you'll not be able to check all these things in the same sitting, right? So maybe I started reviewing. So in the morning I had, let's say, a couple of hours. So I reviewed something like 40 pages. Then I kept that document away. I got busy with something else. Afternoon 2:30 again, I picked it up. At that time, I just had maybe 1 hour. So I went through another 37, 40 pages. Again, I kept it aside. Then I got time late in the night or maybe next day morning. And every time that you are going to sit for review, your mind is going to be at a different state. And because writing or conceptualizing of thoughts is activity of the mind, it's not a purely mechanical activity. So depending on in what state your mind is, your quality of review may deteriorate or may go up. So it's possible that in first session your quality was very good, in second session it was not all that great, third session again it was very good, and so on. All in all, at the end of it, so maybe you have spent something like 15 hours on reviewing a 300-page document, but you can never be sure that I have done everything right. So has this happened to you? And because of that, we recommend a looping review. So what is a looping review? In a looping review, we just go on looking at tables. Correct. So we'll look for tables, their alignments, the formatting inside the table spacing, the table captions, and so on. So whatever number of documents it is, I mean, whatever number of pages in the document, 200, 300. So in one sitting, I'll just finish the tables. So next sitting, when I sit, I know, yes, I have finished the tables in this document. Now I'll go ahead and look at all the figures, maybe all the screenshots and their captions. So in second sitting, maybe I'm looking at only screenshots, right? Then I'll probably go ahead and do the spell check and grammar check. So at that time, I'll probably not look at the other things. And as I have already mentioned during my training, let me mention it once again. Give me 1 minute to just close the window. Hello, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is the voice better now?
Yes, it's much better.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm wearing my Star Wars and Star Trek headphones. So maybe the voice quality has improved because of that. Okay, so we are talking about looping review. So what's the idea of looping review? The idea of looping review is at a time go through only one loop. Correct? So one loop, and then you know that, okay, I need, let's say, half an hour to review all the tables. So if I've got half an hour right now, I'll just review the tables come out. Correct? And as I've always said that whenever you are doing a review, you should be sitting with, paper and pen in your hand, or you should probably have a notepad file open, correct, in the background. Because while you are doing review, by default, correct, human mind jumps here and there a lot. In fact, in the Vedas, they have given the example of monkey to the mind. So they always say it's the monkey mind. Correct. So the mind is very unstable. It keeps on jumping from one place to another. So just like a monkey keeps on jumping from one tree or one branch to another, your mind keeps on jumping from one thought to another. Right. So obviously, when you are checking for figures, you'll probably see a spelling mistake in the text. So on that piece of paper or in that notepad window, you are going to say, okay, page 22, there is a spelling mistake. Correct? Or page 22, there is a table misalignment or whatever. But then continue with the activity that you are doing. Correct? So if you do it, then looping review is the only technique which will guarantee you that you have checked for all the mistakes in the document, because you don't deviate from it. Now try to apply the same idea to writing. What do I mean by that? So just imagine that if review of a 200-page document from beginning to end was so difficult, how difficult it must be to write a 200-page document from beginning to end. Do you think it's human to just perfectly start with the cover page, then go through the copyright, type your content of first chapter, then exactly go to the second chapter and so on? No, it's not possible. Correct? So what we do is we kind of sandwich, or we kind of break down our task by chapters. And we say that, okay, we write by chapters, isn't it? So we'll say, okay, Asta is going to write the first chapter, Makrand will write the second one, Manisha will write the third one, correct? Amruta will write the fourth one, and whatever, and so on. So we split the work by chapters. Okay, that's one way of distributing work. That's also okay. Correct. Another is within the chapter, how do you write? All right. Now, if you look at technical writing, I'll try to open a notepad window so that I'm able to type something and you can see those notes. Are you able to see my notepad window?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So within the technical writing work, all right, there is creative work and there is mechanical work. I can look at it in many ways, but right now let's just look at it in these two categories, right? So there is a lot of creative work. So what does creative work involve? Tell me. So it involves your actual writing, correct? Then what? Review. And
ओके राइटिंग के अंदर ही प्रोसीजर राइटिंग भी आ जाएगा.
so maybe
Oh.
following style guides.
हाँ करेक्ट.
What about the mechanical work? Tell me, what is the mechanical work in technical writing?
Screenshots
Taking
and
screenshots. Okay. Then
captions.
Captions.
inserting screenshots.
Yeah.
Yes.
Captions. Inserting
Captions. And
Mm, tables.
formatting tables. Maybe inserting tables before formatting them.
Yeah.
Yes. Then what? After
Inserting header, footer.
screenshots, maybe assigning screenshots.
Mm.
Yeah.
Inserting header, footer.
Inserting header, footer. Now, actually, I'll not put inserting header, footer in mechanical because the header, footer at least changes by chapter. So in fact, I'll put it under creative. Correct? I heard inserting cross references. So I'll probably put that also under creative because you have to know from where you are inserting to where. Correct?
Yeah.
So inserting cross references, then what? Inserting hyperlinks. Correct? What else? Header, footers, index entries.
Yeah. Abbreviations. FAQs. वो भी राइटिंग में ही आ जाएगा ना लेकिन सर.
हाँ राइटिंग में ही आ जाएगा वो बट आई विल जस्ट पुट लिस्ट ऑफ एब्रिविएशंस इन मैकेनिकल.
Glossary.
Yeah, glossary will be a part of writing, so it will not be in mechanical. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not able to hear what you are saying after glossary.
Sir, I was suggesting that your glossary should be part of the writing. Since we were going with
Your
No.
voice is not clear.
I'm not able to hear. I'm so sorry. I'm not able to decipher what you are trying to say. I know you are saying something. Maybe you can send it as a text message on chat. Anyway, so are we clear about this part at least?
Yes.
Are we clear about this part that there is creative work and there is mechanical work? Now tell me what should precede what? Should I start with creative work or should I start with mechanical work?
Sir, according to me, it depends on that time. First, we can take definitely screenshots. So screenshots can be the first part because many times the application doesn't work. I mean, if it is in under development, then it's very difficult to do that. So I think taking screenshots should be the first thing, according to me.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
So
maybe.
yeah, go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
So maybe inserting screenshots can come in between when we are not able to think or when we are exhausted with the writing. So that time also we can insert the screenshots. So maybe that is also okay, I think.
Okay. So I'm going to say something here. All right. So what I'm going to say. So I'll just say these are my ideas. All right. Which is never what never? You may never find a perfect route. Right? Second, your productivity and mood keeps on changing. Am I right? So choose activity depending on your mood, depending on urgency, right? Depending on schedule and so on. Correct? Sometimes it makes sense. I'm saying sometimes, I'm not saying always. it makes sense to do the mechanical work first. All right. Sometimes it makes sense to switch between mechanical and creative to give your mind a break. Correct? When this is a very important point. When the mechanical work is in place, the productivity for creative work increases. Yes? Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay, one more statement, and I'm going to type that statement before this statement is doing mechanical work can boost your productivity, correct, and concentration. Or doing mechanical work at a time, or let's say doing only mechanical work at a time can boost your productivity and concentration. Now, does everybody agree with these points? So what is the bottom line? Bottom line is technical writing involves two types of activities, mechanical activities and creative activities. Correct? So mechanical work includes taking screenshots, inserting screenshots, aligning screenshots, inserting captions, and blah, blah, blah. Creative work includes writing review, following style guides, inserting headers and footers, inserting cross references, hyperlinks, and so on. And then we are saying that there are many ideas. So number one, if you say that, oh, I will find the perfect balance or a perfect route of the activities which will have first mechanical, then creative, again mechanical, again creative, or whatever, correct? So you may say that you may find a perfect route, but that's okay. That perfect route may be applicable to that particular project, that particular document, that particular tool. Correct? Depending on the project or the tool, it may change. So your productivity and mood keeps on changing. This probably should be your first point. Correct? That your productivity and work keeps on changing. And this probably should be your last point. Right? Then what? Choose the activity depending on your mood. So sometimes you do want to do the work. Correct? Your time is going on, clock is ticking, you know that you have to do the work, but then because writing is creative activity and your mind is not up to that level of creative productivity right now, then you'll probably say baad mein karta hu. Correct? So what we call as procrastination. So you'll say, oh, I'm not in the mood of doing it right now, so let me just pick it up later and I'll do it later. Have we done that? I think I am guilty of procrastination for a long time. Even today, I feel like, nahi, chodo, hatao, aaj nahi, kal karte. Correct. And once I decide to do it tomorrow, then I'll invent the logic which will also, justify me or myself, or it will convince my intellect saying that why I should not do it today. Correct. My point is, if that time comes, just switch from creative to mechanical. Do some mechanical work at that point of time. So your time gets utilized, your ideas get utilized. And by the way, once your mind gets involved in the mechanical work, your mind gets aligned automatically to the project. And then it's easier to switch on to creative work. Correct? Okay. So sometimes it makes sense to do the mechanical work first. Sometimes it makes sense to switch, right, between mechanical and creative work according to your and give your mind a break. Correct? Doing only mechanical work at a time can boost your productivity and concentration, or then getting started with only the mechanical work can give you a very good entry point into your project. And when the mechanical work is in place, your productivity for creative work will increase. All right. Does everybody agree with what I have written? Can I go ahead with the session?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So I'm going to save this. Okay. Are you guys able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
The
sir.
Windows
Yes,
screen.
sir.
Okay, so can you see that I actually have a separate folder for notes?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Correct. And what I do is for every day, I type notes in this notepad file. And that gives me an opportunity to save these notepad files with the project. Now, I know there are a lot of other tools. So you have got, I think, Evernote, and then you have got a notepad in Windows. What is that called? Along with this Microsoft 365, we get that tool, right?
OneNote.
OneNote or Simple Note or something like that. So there can be a notebook where you can write notes, isn't it? I know that very well. I do understand, and it has got some great tools or great features like inserting screenshots and annotation and formatting and so on. But most of the time, all that I need is a simple textual note. So what I do is every day when I start my work, I create a new file and I give it a name saying notes on so and so. Correct. And after 2 days, after 3 days, or whatever I want, I just want to, let's say, capture the points that I had taken on that day. I'll just go to that particular notepad file, which anyway will just be a text file, and I'll see if the points are there. And most of the times I find the points over there. Correct. So I just create a new notepad file for every day. And then I can move, copy, paste, and I can, of course, improvise on these notes if I'm going to, let's say, send minutes of meeting to somebody. So I don't directly type the minutes of meeting, I type the note. Now, once the notes are ready, I pick up the points from there, then I make it, format it, properly do a spell check and all that in the minutes of meeting, and I send it. Now, if I find it required and adequate, I also come back and copy paste the minutes of meeting into the notes. At that time, I'll overwrite the notes that I have taken for that meeting. Correct? But other notes will remain there. So in other words, for one day, I create one text pad or one notepad file. And this file then becomes my reference in future. Okay, so what did I discuss with Amol on the other day? So let me just go back to that day's notes, and maybe whatever 3-4 points are there, they are there. Correct. If for whatever reason I'm not able to take notes like this, so for example, if for whatever reason, let's say I'm sharing the screen the way I'm doing it with you right now, and maybe I'm sharing with the client and I'm not able to take notes. As all of you know, I do have a laptop with two screens, so my notepad may be open on the other screen, which is one option. But then a better option is I take notes in a notebook. Correct. A paper notebook, I take notes there. And then whenever I get time, I transfer those notes from that notebook into my notepad. And I just have a separate folder for those notes, or I may just choose to save those notes in that project folder. So whenever I take a backup of that project folder, those notes will also get backed up. Right. So again, so that's one more Kaizen idea from my side. So coming back to the discussion. So what did I say? So are we agreeable to all this? Yes. So do we think that if we split our work, correct, into mechanical and creative, and if we are sensitive to that idea, we may actually enhance our productivity. Correct. We may actually get some work to do no matter what is our state of mind at that particular moment of time, and we may actually do more creative work by getting the mechanical work done early. All right. So now I'm going to switch to a Word file. Can you see my Word file?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes. So now many times what happens is I get application access. Correct. So I have got access to RubyScape. I have got access to whatever, Gojek APIs and whatever. Correct. I get access to Spring City application, and that access may again be limited. Correct. Now there are many writers who think that, oh, my screenshot na तभी लूंगा जब भी मैं actual लिख रहा हूँगा. So at the time of writing, I'll take all the screenshots. Correct. And I'll take the most perfect screenshot with the correct text entered on the screen and so on and so forth, which is also a good idea. However, depending on whatever practical limitations, you may not really get access to the system whenever you want it. Maybe the server is down, maybe the access is not enabled, or maybe somebody else is accessing, or maybe the system is up but the data is not there, or they are migrating data, or something or the other. There may be technical reasons, there may be management reasons, maybe your net is down, maybe their server is off the grid, whatever. So what is the best thing to do? The best thing to do is open their applications, correct? Go from top to bottom and make a list of all of that. So I'll go to OK. So under home, I've got new, open, info, save as, and so on. So the first thing that I should create for any application is I create an application menu map. Correct. So I'll say, OK, so what did I have over here? Yes, so I had home, correct? Then within that, I had new, I had a save, then I had a save as, and whatever, finally all the way up to exit. Correct. So I'll write all that. So that's my main menu. Right. And if I want to, before getting into the sub menus, I may even write my main menu first. So I'll say, OK, I have home. Then I have got what? File. In fact, I have got file first. I've got file, then I've got home. All right. Then what do I have? Now I'm just looking at Word only. All right. So then I have insert. Correct. Then I have draw. Correct. Then I have design. In fact, now there is a very good feature available in Word called as dictate. So I can even enable this and type. Layout, references, mailings, review, view, developer, help. Okay, mic disabled. Now I'll go ahead. You know the shortcut for change case. What is the shortcut? Shift F3, correct? And then I'm going to paste this. किधर गया वो pipe? मेरे को exclamation mark नहीं चाहिए था, pipe चाहिए था. So I'm just going to paste it here. God knows why. Whenever I start typing through this mic, the first word it types is hey. Maybe that's the way, you know, my lips are coming apart when I start typing or when I start speaking. So it actually understands that as a word. Correct? Okay. Now let's go to insert, right? So what do I have on insert? So, okay. So this is my insert. So once again, I'll start and I'll say insert pages, next line, tables, next line, illustrations, next line, reuse files, next line, add-ins, next line, media, next line, comments, next line, header and footer, next line, text, next line, symbols, next line. Hello, did you see that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, how much of time does it take to create a menu map like this? 10 minutes, probably. Now, while doing this, you are creating a reference for using this offline tomorrow. Yes or no? Yes.
Yes.
And then you are also somewhere, you are also training your mind on what the application is and what menu is available where. And anytime you want to refer to it, you can just say Control F pages and it will get you here. All right. What is the next thing that I'll do? Now, obviously, I'll not do this for the rest of the ribbon. I'm sure you have figured it out and you'll be able to do it. What is the next thing that I'll do? So next thing that I'll do is I'll insert screenshots. So now that I have the application access to me, I'll just go on inserting the screenshots, correct? So I'm going to use the screen snip tool from Windows, which is already provided here. You can feel free to use anything you want, any other tool also that you want, no problem. So I'm just going to take this and I'll say, okay, this is my insert ribbon. And I'm going to paste it here. What is this? This is insert ribbon. All right. Then what I have pages, right? Now this pages thing. So let me capture that. Now, if I want, I'll just take it from the ribbon or I'll capture it again. I'll say, okay, this is my pages group. All right. So I've put pages here. Correct. Then I want tables. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to open up that. I don't know whether I'll be able to capture it like that because it will probably go away. correct? The moment I go there, that will go away, correct? So what do you do in such case? Do you know? So you click on it, it opens, but then when you click on it, it disappears. So how do you take this particular screenshot? Can anybody tell me?
Shortcut from keyboard.
Okay, shortcut from keyboard is option. Another simple option is go here, all right, and take a print screen. Okay, then go to your paint. Paste it there, right? Now your screenshot is captured. Now take a screenshot from the screenshot. जब भी आपका मन करे आपको तालियां बजाने की इच्छा हो आप तालियां बजा सकते हो, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है.
That's a brilliant idea.
Now I'll come back to tables and what am I going to do here? I'm going to insert that here. So did I get that screen? Yes, I did. Now I'm not going to spend my time in formatting this and whatever. Why? Is it the creative work that I'm doing or am I doing mechanical work? I'm doing mechanical work, right? तो मैं इधर उसको beautify करने नहीं जाऊंगा. Remember these screenshots that I'm taking right now, all right, they are probably not the final screenshots that I'm going to insert in the application, but I can definitely use them as the placeholder screenshots. Are you getting it? Reuse files. Okay, so let's go to screen snip and then none of them is going to have a drop down. So let me just capture all three of them. Okay, so for reuse files, I'll paste it. For add-ins, I will paste it. For media, I will paste it. And then what? Then I'll go ahead and crop. Kidhar gaye ho? Cropping. Right? And so on. So I'm just now, how much time did it take? What, 10 minutes? In 10 minutes, I was able to take like 6 or 7 screenshots. Tell me if you are doing only this activity. Don't you think you'll be done in like 1 hour? Yes?
Yes, sir.
So you have got your menu map ready-made, correct? Of course, for advanced topics like paragraphs and so on, there'll be multiple screenshots. So this will be one. The second tab is there. So this will also be one and so on. But at least the ribbon and the menu map you are able to prepare in 1 hour. And that's going to help you while you are doing your writing offline, because now you need not have the application in front of you. Another way of doing this, and if you want, you can adopt that technique also, is instead of doing this in Word, you can do it in PowerPoint. Just open a blank PowerPoint slide without any design, white background, correct? उसके ऊपर धड़ाधड़ screenshot डालते जाने का. Why PowerPoint? It's easy to navigate. And it's easy to, I mean, when you look at PowerPoint, it actually looks like an application. When you look at Word, it looks like a document of the application. Correct? So PowerPoint पे डालते जाओ screenshot. No, doesn't matter. Excel में भी paste करते हो. You can paste this in Excel also if you want on tabs. Correct? So go to Excel, create a new tab for every ribbon. For that ribbon, whatever screenshots are there, just put them in Excel, maybe next to each other or one below the other and whatever. So you can choose your format, right? Is this a mechanical process? Yes. Does it require much of thinking? No. Tell me, knowing that you all are intelligent just like me, you will also be able to do this while you are watching a match on one side. Am I right?
Yes.
So you are probably watching IPL on one side, you will still be able to do this. This is purely a mechanical process, but is it not going to help your creative process afterwards when you start writing? Yes, isn't it? Okay, so this is one of the things. What is that? Preparing menu map is is a cyclical process. One cycle is over. Capturing screenshots is a cyclical process. One process is over or one cycle is over. Then what do? You go ahead and you create your document. All right. So I'm just going to say new and I'm going to create my document. All right. So I'm just going to say whatever. Introduction. Now you must
the
have
data rule is
seen
provided
this.
access to signal.
Hello? Did somebody say something?
No, sir.
Okay. So I am just typing the headings of the document. Now I'm not going to type a lot. There's a lot of noise at somebody's end. Can you mute yourself, please? Asta, I think it's your side. Yeah. Mechanical specifications, then what? Electrical specifications. All right. Now, for the sake of demo, I am typing this. Obviously, this is not your exact TOC. What are those two question marks?
Text we will be writing.
Yeah, so that is a placeholder for body text or paragraphs or whatever. Let me finish it here. All right. Now what do? I just go ahead and mark them as heading. So introduction is my heading 1. All right. Technical specifications is my heading 1. So control Y is the shortcut, you all are aware. Control Y heading 1, control Y heading 1, control Y heading 1, control Y heading 1, or you may actually have a shortcut for heading 1 also. I'll leave that to you. All right. So need of application. So this is what? This is my heading 2. Correct. This is also my heading 2, and this is also my heading 2, and this also is my heading 2. Okay, no more heading 2s. Now obviously you can see heading 1 is shorter or smaller than heading 2, so I'm going to modify it. So I say heading 1 and I say modify, and here I'm going to say I want this to be, let's say, 26 bold, and automatically update. Okay, done. All right. Now, of course, if you want to insert page breaks, you can do that. Control enter, control enter, control enter, control enter, control enter, control enter. Correct. So your entire document structure is ready. Now what you do? In one process, you just go on inserting screenshots. Correct. So I'm just going to take screenshots. So you'll have to assume that this is a screenshot for that thing. At least for the moment, you'll need to assume that. Correct. So I'm going to say, okay. So 2 placeholders here, in between that a screenshot. All right. Once again, 2 placeholders here, in between that a screenshot. Which one? Maybe this one. Right. So I'm just going to put this screenshot there. Right. Between 2 process, maybe there'll be a screenshot. So placeholder. In between that, I'll have a screenshot. So which one? So maybe this. Correct. Screenshot. Okay. Come here. So once again, tell me. So placeholder. In between that, you'll have your respective screenshots. Remember, all this is going to be done in loop. I am showing you all this in one session. I'm not saying that you do it in one session. You can, but don't do it exactly like this. So do it only one loop at a time. First, create all the headings, then put all the placeholders, then put all the screenshots. So let's say now I have put all the screenshots. Now for every screenshot, what will I need? I'm going to need a figure caption. So I'm going to say references and insert a caption, and it will be a figure caption. So I'll say, okay, figure 1, and I'll say whatever. So this is list of, yes, it's a very stupid caption, but for the time being, take it as a placeholder. All right. Oh, this thing got modified. Now, ideally, these 2 question marks then that you are looking at should be that of body text style. All right. Anyway, I'm sure you'll be able to figure that out. And figure caption, I'm going to increase the size. So I'll say 12 and bold and center line. All right. Once I have put the figure caption, what am I going to do? I'm going to copy paste the figure caption. If you have thought about that, you are absolutely right. Correct. So copy paste the caption, copy paste the caption, copy paste the caption, All right, copy paste the caption and so on. Then what do I do? Depending on what I know is going to be different. So this is technical specification. So obviously this will be all right. Technical specification. So this will be what? Mechanical specifications and so on. So what will I do? In one of the attempts, correct? I'm just going to make changes to this, right? Now I want all my figure captions to be updated. You are already aware of this technique, but I'll repeat it once again. What do? You say Control A and you say F9, correct? So let's see if your figure numbers have got updated 2, 3, 4, and so on. Yes. So automatically taken care of, right? That done. Now what is my next loop? My next loop is I'm going to insert a table for the field descriptions. So I'm going to say, okay, insert table, correct? And let's say this table, and for the sake of it, I'm going to use this table. And I'm going to say, okay, this is field name, correct? Description, comments, whatever. All right. Or let's change this to, for example, and for the sake of it, nahi, aisa hi rehne do. I think let it be like this. And I'm going to say, okay, this is going to be bold and this is going to be on the inverse background. So let me take white, black background to this. All right. Now for the table, what am I going to need? Any idea? So obviously I'm going to need a table caption. So I say insert, not insert, references and insert caption, and this time it will be a table caption. Okay. And I'll say menu what? Description. Okay. Now I want to change the formatting. I'm just going to pick it up from here using Format Painter, and I'm going to use that. Is it correct? Yes. Now what do? I just copy this table. Okay. And I'm going to paste this table below every screenshot, because every screenshot will have an explanation. Yes. So maybe not in FAQs and all that, but did I forget it somewhere? Yeah, so maybe here and here and so on. So I have got the table and description, isn't it? But I may also have buttons. So what do I do? So I'm going to paste it here once again. And here I'm going to say button name and description. Correct. Now I'm going to paste this also. And you can decide whatever number of rows you may want to paste or whatever. Correct. So I say, okay, it comes here. It comes here. Comes here. And so on. Yes. Now, whenever I have time, I can actually go and write the field names. So that could be another loop, correct? Where I just say, okay, so what do I have here? So I have, let's say, choose table, and I'm just making this up. Okay. And then I may have insert table. Correct. I may have draw table. Then I may have Excel spreadsheet, and I'll have quick table. Correct. Now, is this mechanical part? Yes. What about writing the description? That is going to be the creative part. I'm not going to confuse with mechanical and creative. So I've done this much. Okay. And maybe there are some buttons here. So I'm just making it up. So I'll say, okay, there is OK button and there is a cancel button. All right. Done. Very good. Delete the unwanted rows. Right. Now next. So there I put the field names, the buttons. I delete the unwanted rows. Correct. Next, I go here, I write the field names, the button names, I delete the unwanted rows. I do not write the description at this stage. Are you getting this? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
do
sir.
not write the description at this stage. Why? It is creative work. I do not write the procedures at this stage. Why? It is creative work. Correct? I do not insert cross references or hyperlinks. Why? It is creative work. So if you think about your user guide and if you can think through the entire process, you will realize that making a TOC you are doing any which way. Creating a bare bone structure using the TOC, again, you are probably doing it any which way. Correct? Now it's only the question of in one cycle, you are going to write menu names and menu names in your Word file, the other file, the dump file. Correct? In one cycle, you are going to take all the screenshots, you are going to paste them under the menu. Don't beautify them, don't crop them, anything like that. Just go on dumping. Correct? Once you have done that, now you have got an application model ready for offline writing. And wherever you have doubt that some options are changing, some menus are changing, depending on selection, the screenshot itself is changing. Take multiple screenshots. Say configuration 1, configuration 2, whatever. Now putting it in Word in one way, another way of doing it maybe also take the screenshot, maybe using a tool like Snagit, and then give the name to the screenshot, which is indicative of what is there inside. So you can say, okay, this is file menu, or this is page setup, or this is track changes, or this is comments, or whatever. Correct? So as long as you are giving meaningful names to the screenshot files, you'll be able to insert them easily afterwards. Correct? Remember, these screenshots may not be your final or perfect screenshots, but this is an offline model of the application that you are building, so that tomorrow if the application is not available, you are not repenting, your work doesn't get interrupted. Correct? Once you have got screenshot, so you get into the next cycle, prepare a TOC structure, bare bone TOC. Ready? Okay. Go to the next loop where you are going to insert the screenshots under the respective headings. Correct? Don't try to write the most perfect heading, this, that, whatever, whatever. You are going to make all those changes afterwards. When you do self-review, these things will automatically come back to you. So just go on inserting screenshots. Done all the screenshots, very good. Next loop was it what it is. So you are just going to insert the figure captions. Then what are you going to do? You are going to insert a table and a table caption. Then you are going to copy the table caption and the table and go on copy pasting it. Correct? You cannot do this copy pasting of figure and figure caption because figure changes every time. Otherwise, I would have asked you to copy paste the screenshot and the figure caption also. But because they are separate steps, they are separate loops. But table and table caption you can change anytime. And see, now everything is table 1, right? Control A, and what is the shortcut? F9, and everything changes. Correct? So this is also a mechanical process. What? Just looking at the screen, writing field names, changing the table description. Purely a mechanical process. Now that you are at the end of your mechanical process, now your creative work starts. Now what do you say? Okay, so this is my heading. Correct? Now this is where is that heading? So this is my heading. So this is where I'm going to write my introduction paragraph. Correct? So my introduction paragraph will come here. Correct? After that, how do I reach here? So to come to here, go to so and so, click on so and so on. Correct? So those steps will come here. Correct? And then it will say you will see the following dialog box or whatever. I'm not typing the whole thing out here. All right. And then your screenshot comes. All right. Now here, what do you say? Your fields and descriptions are as mentioned below. In fact, this could also be a mechanical process because this sentence may not change. Correct? There are following fields in the dialog box or whatever you may want to say, screen or whatever. Correct? Okay, then now you have already typed the name of the field. You just have to go on describing it. Correct? Because typing the field name doesn't need brains. Correct? Then go on describing. So if you do this, you'll be able to write your manual faster. Then again, so you'll copy this. And what will you say this time? Tell me. There are following buttons in the dialog box. Correct? Now your button description has come. Now here you can complete the following procedures. I don't know whether you want to write this line, or then you may have a heading 3 here. Correct? In the heading 3, what will you have? You'll have the steps 1. Correct? Step 2. Then step what? 3. Step 4. Then what? Step 5. After the last step, whatever step it is, step 6, step 7, or whatever that number be, after the last step, what do you write? You write the end event. Correct? It's very important to write the end event. So for example, a lot of people say, okay, my last step is click OK. Done. Correct? So your procedure completes here, but what is the end event? So the end event, for example, will be the document will be saved. Right? Or the document will be printed. Right? And you will see a confirmation message or whatever you may want to write here. Correct? What is this? Again, now this becomes your block. And if you want, you could have copy pasted this also. So this becomes your heading 3. Isn't it? So I may say that, okay, this is my heading 3. I may copy this also for every dialog box. I'll just make it look more like a heading. So if I want, I can also paste this. Correct? And that also can become one more mechanical loop. Okay, so save the file. So what do I call it? So I'll say this is what did we call this? Looping? No, what was that? Cyclical.
Cyclic writing process, something like that.
Correct? Save. Now you'll say कि काश कि मेरे पास ऐसा टेम्पलेट होता कि मैं ये यूज करता. बोलो बोलो. बोल के तो देखो. अरे बोलो.
काश होता सर.
हाँ काश होता. तो अभी आपको बताता हूँ. करेक्ट. गो टू योर कोर्स कंटेंट. जो आपको पेन ड्राइव दिया है कोर्स का, DTC non-protected files, student material, there is a template to describe a dialog box. किधर गए हो? Is there something like that? There is. I just have to look at it.
तो रेफरेंस बुकलेट में है शायद, अलग से है क्या
रेफरेंस
पता
बुक नहीं, रेफरेंस बुकलेट में तो उसका ये है. क्या है?
कॉलम का है.
प्रिंट आउट है. उधर तो उसका प्रिंट आउट है, उसका सॉफ्ट कॉपी भी इधर होना चाहिए, नहीं है क्या? उसमें था क्या वो एडिशनल रेफरेंस मटेरियल में?
Yes, sir. An additional reference material.
व्हाट इज द पेज नंबर?
वो टीओसी में भी दिखेगा उसके 15th.
करेक्ट. सो व्हाट इज दिस? सी ऑलरेडी गिवन टू यू,
Yes.
और उसका सैंपल भी साथ में दिया हुआ है. सो दिस इज द टेम्पलेट फॉर राइटिंग दिस. यही मैंने अभी यूज किया है, ये मैंने तुम्हारे सामने अभी असेंबल किया, बट एवरीथिंग एल्स इज ऑलरेडी हियर. And using this template, this is written. So this is a sample of how to use that template. Correct? The only thing is I have not explained the cyclical writing part here. I've just given it as a template. And this must be there. So what is the name of this? Template to write, template to describe a dialog box, right? तो इसमें भी रहेगा. And I can
Sir,
mail it
it
to
is there.
everybody.
Sir, it was there.
Must be there.
Yeah.
Where is it there in the pen drive?
Yeah, just now you just opened it. It was below that fee details.
हाँ, रहेगा ही वो, उधर रहने वाला है वो. It has been put there. किधर है?
अभी सर्च किया तो दिख रहा था उस
हाँ,
लिस्ट में.
हाँ.
नहीं, वो तो उधर का आया था. करेक्ट. अगर नहीं है तो भी मैं आपको भेज सकता हूं. I can also share it with you if it is not there. Are you getting this? It must be there, but even if it is not there, I can share it with you. And then my point is, you can easily, from this, you can easily reach this. Correct? So let me come back to my notepad file. Do you understand this now? What did I say? In technical writing work, there is mechanical work, then there is creative work. Correct? Ideas, your productivity and mood keeps on changing. So you choose the activity depending on your mood. तो अभी मेरे को सिर्फ मेन्यू मैप बनाने का है. सिर्फ मेन्यू मैप बनाऊंगा. कितना लगेगा? 1 घंटा लगेगा. वो तो मैं चने खाते खाते बना सकता हूँ, या अमूल का दिया हुआ टोस्ट बटर खाते खाते बना सकता हूँ. Correct? So you choose your activity depending on the urgency, schedule, and your mood. Sometimes it makes sense to do the mechanical work first. Why? Because by the time you have done mechanical work, see this document, किधर गया वो? See this document, cyclical writing. Why is it not showing cyclical writing? All right, and I'm going to zoom out. Can you see? See, my entire bare bone structure of that manual is ready by the time I have finished this. Correct? And then it's only the question of filling the gaps. स्क्रीनशॉट घ्यायला काय डोकं लागतं? काही नाही. फिगर कॅप्शन टाकायला किती डोकं लागतं? काय फारसं लागत नाही. करेक्ट? सो प्युअरली मेकॅनिकल वर्क, right? So what do you do is, so sometimes it makes sense to do the mechanical work first. Sometimes it makes sense to switch between mechanical and creative depending on your how your mind is, feeling productive and how you want to take breaks and so on. So you can say कि ठीक है, आज सिर्फ ये मॉड्यूल का स्क्रीनशॉट लेके रखती हूँ, आज सिर्फ ये मॉड्यूल का डिस्क्रिप्शन डाल के रखती हूँ, whatever. Correct? Doing only mechanical work at a time can boost your productivity and concentration. The problem happens when you start putting the heading, then you start putting the introduction para, then you start writing how to get there, then you take a screenshot, then the system is not available. So you say कि भगवान मेरे साथ हमेशा ये क्यों होता है? जब भी मैं काम करती हूँ, सर सिस्टम अवेलेबल नहीं है, सर उनको मेल लिखा है. अरे क्या जरूरत था ये सब करने का? जब भी टाइम मिला उधर स्क्रीनशॉट मार के डमी एप्लीकेशन डॉक्यूमेंट बना के रखो ना. टाइम मिला उधर बना के रखने का, डिपेंडेंसी कम करो उनके ऊपर. Will it give you the most perfect screenshot? Definitely not. And you should replace the screenshots when you are writing the second draft of the entire document, or when you are about to publish the final draft of the document. Then you should go through all the screenshot once again, confirm that now all the field names, button names are matching to the screenshot. ये application developers का कुछ भरोसा नहीं, बगैर तुमको बताए वो कुछ ना कुछ किधर तो change कर देंगे. So you can always replace the screenshot later, but then creating the dummy application document is a logical step and it's purely a mechanical process. Correct? एक बार वो बना के रखा, एक बार स्ट्रक्चर बना के रखा, अभी डालते जाओ ना डिस्क्रिप्शन. All right, when the mechanical work is in place, the productivity for creative work increases. Why? Because now you are going to focus only doing creative work. Now your mind does not get interrupted by steps like inserting screenshot, inserting figure caption, inserting table, formatting table, inserting table caption. कोणी सांगितलंय? वो सब पहले से करके रखने का. And finally, remember, you may never find a perfect route. What you do at that point of time greatly depends on the priority, greatly depends on your mood, and greatly depends on the accessible resources at that particular point of time. तो आप भले डिसाइड कर लो कि मैं ना वो सर ने बोला है वैसा का वैसा एग्जैक्ट प्रोसेस करूंगा. हो सकता है वैसा का वैसा एग्जैक्टली ना हो सकता है उसमें चेंजेस हो सकता है वो चेंजेस आपको बाद में यूज करने को मिले. सो देयर मे नॉट बी अ परफेक्ट प्लेस, बट दिस इज वन अप्रोच. करेक्ट? So this is one approach to what? What was that? Cyclical writing technique. All right, कोई शक, सवाल, आपत्ति, सुझाव या विशेष टिप्पणी?
No, sir.
So yesterday somebody mentioned about कि we are using time very well वगैरह वगैरह. Maybe you have invented this technique. It's not ये कोई अल्बर्ट आइंस्टाइन के क्वालिटी का काम नहीं है. ये कोई भी सोच सकता है इसके बारे में. Anybody who is doing his or her work will be able to come up with ideas like this. And try to apply these ideas everywhere and anywhere that you are working. Wherever you are doing software documentation, these ideas will give you great amount of productivity benefit. करेक्ट? इट विल ऑल्सो गिव यू द रिक्वायर्ड ब्रेक्स. कभी कभी आपका मन नहीं होता है राइटिंग करने का, दिमाग में 1000 चीज चल रहा है, ये वो ऐसा ऐसा. अभी क्रिएटिव राइटिंग नहीं होगा, और अगर होगा तो भी ना पूरे दिन में 3 पेज ही लिख के होगा. उससे अच्छा बैठ के स्क्रीनशॉट ही मार दो, उससे अच्छा बैठ के फिगर कैप्शन ही डाल दो, उससे अच्छा बैठ के टेबल्स कॉपी पेस्ट करते रहो और बटन के नाम डाल दो. In fact, I'll tell you a secret. You know what is the secret? So you can even take help of a junior writer. So for example, you can train a junior writer and say, ये देख, ये एप्लीकेशन है, ये फॉर्मेट है, ये फॉर्मेट में तेरे को ये सारे एप्लीकेशन के स्क्रीनशॉट लेने के हैं. कुठेही डोकं लावायचं नाही. No need to apply brains. Just take a screen dump and give me a dummy of the application. Correct? Or you can just say, can you see this menu? Yes. Below this menu, for every heading 2 and heading 3, I want this figures wala table pasted. I want this, not figures, field wala table pasted. I want this button wala figure pasted. Can you do that for me? Yes. So if you look at it, you'll be surprised to know that that mechanical work that we are talking about can be almost 50% of your technical writing work. Your creative work may only be 30 to 50% of the entire 100% of work in your project. Correct? And it's an essential devil. If you just give a document with blank tables and all that to your client, he'll throw you out, obviously. Correct? So creative writing is going to be required, but that's not the only thing. And that could be one way of logically splitting it. So I may tell Astha, please take the screenshots, put them in this bare bone structure document, put a figure caption below every screenshot, then put these tables and give it to me. How much time will it take? Astha will say, sir, there are something like 50 screens. So 50 screenshot lene ke liye maybe 3 hours, copy pasting the tables and all that, maybe 1 hour. So in 4 hours, Astha will give it to me. Now those 4 hours or whatever 8 hours that Astha has done to give it to me, correct? If I was doing that in my regular linear writing process, those 8 hours would have become maybe 4 days. Not just because of the time taken, but because of the interruption the mechanical part causes in the creative part. Now, once I have got this bare bone structure, what do I have to do? Well, I just have to do my creative work and then I could be at my creative best. So maybe in one day I'll end up writing 25, 30 pages. Why? Everything else is already there. Screenshot डाल के हो गया, figure caption डाल के हो गया, and so on. So when we were talking to, I was talking to Rohini yesterday and Astha yesterday, based on what Rohini told me and Astha told me, I thought that maybe it's time to explain this process to everybody all over again. I do explain this in the course, but yes, I had never thought of the title called as cyclical writing technique. I had never thought of putting down these thoughts in the form of, the mechanical work, the non-mechanical work, the creative work, and the ideas for writing and tips for writing and all that. So I had not thought about that earlier. I'm thinking about it only because of today's session. Any questions or any feedback on the session? Because then we can close the session. It's been going on for an hour almost. I thought it will be maybe 45 minutes.
No questions, sir.
I mean, is it so useless that the people are not interested in it and there are no questions, or?
No, sir.
Sir,
Actually,
it was very clear. We
Sir,
have
it
been
was
following also,
explanation
sir.
was very precise and it was very helpful, sir. Means, yeah.
Amol here.
Yes, Amol.
Three things. Number one, it was a good revision of the major portion of the DTC course. Number two, the thing that you had told me and Akash sir regarding this breaking of the creative work and mechanical work regarding the PPTs, I did implement it yesterday. Surprisingly, the PPT that I created was like 16 slide long, but I could complete it in half the time just because I like partitioned the two types of works. Number three, today I'm going to write about a topic in Ruby site, and so this has come very, very handy for me, and going to write exactly the same way you have mentioned. It really makes sense. Thank you very much for this refresher.
So think about how you can apply this process to creating a PPT or Excel sheet also. Idea वही है, implementation 19-20 होगा बस. Idea same रहेगा. If you are preparing multiple Excel sheets, if you are preparing multiple PPTs, just think about it कि मेरे काम में mechanical क्या है. And I have heard this point many times from many people. Akash has told me this. You have told me this. As in Amol has told me this. Amrita has told me this. कि सर तेच काम करून बोर व्हायला लागलंय. आयडेंटिफाय करा ना तुमच्या ह्याच्यातलं मेकॅनिकल काम काय आहे. Correct? And remember, 80% of your work in your life is going to be repetitive work. And this is not coming from me. This is coming from, there is a gentleman, काय नाव आहे त्याचं कोणास ठाऊक, Deepak Ghaisas, if I'm not wrong. He was the CEO of what is now called as Oracle Financial. Earlier it was called as, I think, iFlex Solutions. Correct? And look at that person. He's a chartered accountant by education. The first business that he did was refrigeration of vegetables. Then he came into banking software. And now he is into bioinformatics. And what he says is every 5 years, I keep on reinventing what I'm doing. Correct? And he says every year, try to have at least 20% difference in what you are doing. Now that 20% difference may be from a totally different field or area, or that 20% difference could actually be the specialization or additional knowledge within your field. That could also be that 20%, right? And if you say, ki, I'll not do repetitive work, that means you are not able to do 80% of your work. Correct? And if you're not able to do 80% of your work, people will not pay you for your experience. When people say we want an experienced person, what does that mean? We want somebody to do work which is repetitive, what that guy has already done earlier. Then no managers will ever get a job. Why managers get a job? Because of their experience of handling projects or handling people. Correct? Now, if the manager starts saying that, no, handling people is repetitive. हमेशा का वही रोना धोना रहता है. Handling projects is repetitive. I'll not do it. That means you cannot become a manager. That means there will not be any managers in the world because there is repetitive work. So come what may, even if you get 20% of creative and new work in your career every year, you are extremely blessed. And you should actually celebrate your life. क्यों हर साल मेरे को 20% कुछ नया सीखने को मिलता है या करने को मिलता है. And that's actually the beauty of technical writing. That's one reason why I said no to doing technical writing only for software. So that's the reason we undertake projects like, Rubyscape also, Servo Control also, and all other projects. And now we are working on proposal writing and instructional design and all that. We get all types of projects at the same time because that variety gives us additional learning and it gives us an important break. And if you say that a person should not do repetitive work, then I should not have conducted your batch of diploma in technical communication at all. Because I have been conducting these batches for last 18 years. And as per you, I should have stopped conducting those batches within 5 or 10 years. Which means कि आपका batch होता ही नहीं, आप technical writing में भी नहीं होते. A course which was a great learning experience for you, hopefully, even if not great, it must have been a good learning experience for you. So a course which was probably a 80% new learning for you, correct? For me was 100% repetitive course. I keep on delivering the same lecture of introduction to technical writing. I keep on delivering the same lecture of reviewing documents. I keep on delivering the same lecture of RoboHelp. And I must have done it 50 times. Your batch was probably the 50th time that I delivered. And if I go by your rule कि मैं repetitive काम नहीं करूंगा, तुम्हारा तो batch ही नहीं होता था. Technical writing में आने का तो सवाल ही नहीं उठता है. अगर माँ घर पे जाके बच्चे को बोलेगी कि मैं आज तेरे लिए खाना नहीं पकाऊंगी, हो गया है वो बच्चे का कल्याण और वो फैमिली का भी. अगर बाप उठ के बोलेगा रोज उठ के ऑफिस में जाना पड़ता है, रिपीटेटिव वर्क मैं नहीं करूंगा, हो गया वो फैमिली का कल्याण. या वाइसे वर्सा अदर वे भी हो सकता है कि बाप खाना पका रहा है, माँ काम पे जा रही है, वो भी हो सकता है. आई एम नॉट निगेटिंग दैट. आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग टू गिव यू एन एग्जांपल. Repetitive work gives you an opportunity to excel in that repetitive work. Repetitive work gives you an opportunity to invent something new in that repetitive work. Repetitive work gives you a different way of looking at it. If you have been to TechnoRight's office, if you have been to our training rooms, you may have realized this. Our training room is the only training room that I know, at least, I don't know about others, which has got a light with a dimmer. I have not seen any other training room where there is a light with a dimmer. And I copied that idea from a hotel where we are conducting a conference where the speaker said, there is too much light in this room. Can you reduce it? I said, I don't know if that can be done. Then the guy standing next to me, he was that hotel guy. He said, sir, अभी करता हूँ 2 मिनट में. ये क्या इधर स्विच बोर्ड पे कंट्रोल है हमारे पास, लाइट कम ज्यादा कर सकते हैं. I said, यार सही है, डिमर लगाने के बाद तो माहौल ही बदल गया. He said, yeah, now people can focus on that projection. I said, wow, why don't we do it in TechnoRights? And how much did it cost? That dimmer costed us some 200 rupees. Fixing that dimmer there costed us another 300 rupees. 500 rupees mein wo dimmer laga ke ho gaya. Now, because we are using dimmer, we are also saving on electricity. Correct. So by using dimmer, we must have recorded the cost through, electricity saved also. So it's just the specialization or additional thinking or value addition that will happen if you think of what is the repetitive work. Correct. And I can tell you this as a thumb rule, you can say that a large part of the mechanical work that I mentioned just now comes from what you call as repetitive work. अमृता कळतंय का? मी म्हटलं होतं की हा टॉपिक कधीतरी बोलूया आपण याच्यावरती. मी आकाश आणि अमोलला पण म्हटलं होतं, फाइंड आउट दॅट पार्ट ऑफ युअर पीपीटीज विच इज रिपीटेटिव एंड देन डू इट एट वंस. दैट विल गिव यू मैक्सिमम प्रोडक्टिविटी. रोज उठ के वही काम करने का कंटाला आता है, मेरे को भी आता है, क्या करूं, ट्रेनिंग बंद कर दूं? आपके जैसे लोगों का कल्याण नहीं होगा बंद करूंगा तो. हाँ, मेरा भी नहीं होगा, मेरे को भी तो पगार मिलती है ना उससे. वैसे आपको भी रिपीटेटिव काम करके पगार तो मिल ही रही है.
Yes, sir.
So this is one of the techniques. And I think, yeah, I should probably stop speaking now. Enough said already. So Asta, we are planning to do something else also from you today.
Sir, I think it's already late. Maybe we can take my session tomorrow.
Yes, I agree, because I think it will also whitewash what I just said. So
Yes.
let it take a little bit of time to trickle in. For
Yes.
all those who have found that document, किसको मिला है वो template? Can you please put it in the shared files in the TechnoRights general group?
So देख के डाल देते हैं.
Template to describe the dialog box, just put it in the shared files of TechnoRights general group. All right. Okay, chalo, thank you very much. Thank you for attending the session, and I sincerely hope it was useful.